Greetings, Cougars. This is Mr. Bailey, principal of Capitol High School. Welcome to the 2021 school year. This is your freshman orientation video. Regardless whether you're a face-to-face learner, you're an e-learner, or a virtual learner, we want your Capitol High School experience to be the best that it can possibly be. We hope that you will watch this video in its entirety to learn as much as you possibly can about our school. Please remember that our administrators and our teaching team is here for you. So please don't hesitate to stop by, speak to us one-on-one, send us a Schoology message or an email to help you out with any of your needs during this school year. From this point, I'll turn it over to Student Council to share information about our administrators and our counseling staff. Thank you so much, and good luck to you in 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Bailey. Hello, my name's Summer and I'm a senior. Unlike most middle schools, our school has one principal and 3 assistant principals. Our administration this year includes Mr. Carter, who is the assistant principal for student services, last names A through L, Mr. Ramazan, who is the assistant principal for student services, last names M through Z, Ms. Cruikshank, who is the assistant principal for curriculum and instruction. In addition to 4 administrators, we have 4 counselors, 1 for each section of the alphabet. If your last name begins with letters A through E, then your counselor is Ms. Vickers. If your last name begins with the letters F through J, your counselor is Ms. Phillips. If your last name begins with the letters K through Q, then your counselor is Mr. Smith. If your last name begins with R through Z, then your counselor is Ms. Poor. Next, Student Council member Christian Giss will explain the programs that Capitol High School has throughout the day.
Thank you, Summer. Hello, my name is Christian, and I want to tell you how important it is to join one of the many organizations and groups at Capitol. Moving up to high school can have its challenges, but if you find a group of people to hang out with, then the transition can be much easier. Capitol offers a variety of organizations during the school day. Some of these groups include the Raise Club, which is a youth-led movement against the tobacco industry and its negative influence on the health of our state. Their goal is to raise awareness about the dangers of tobacco and nicotine products. The Health Sciences and Technology Academy, known as HISTA, is a mentoring program that helps underrepresented high school students enter and succeed in STEM-based degree programs. The program puts rigorous academic expectations into place that connect learning to students' personal experiences. It rewards participants and teachers with incentives like tuition waivers to successful participants who attend in-state institution for a STEM-based degree. Career and Technical Education courses, also known as CTE, prepare students for high-demand careers. Here at Capitol High School, we offer a variety of comprehensive CTE programs for students to choose from. Those programs are Law and Public Safety, ROTC, Multimedia Publishing, Graphic Design, Robotics, Energy and Power, Business Marketing, and Early Childhood Education. For more information about a particular program, please look at the information on screen. Students at Capitol High School have the opportunity to attend Carver Career and Technical Center. At the end of your sophomore year, if you have passed all of the required classes your freshman and sophomore year, you will be allowed to apply to your desired program of study at Carver. For more information, please contact Mrs. Nelson. Around the county, Capitol is renowned for its arts department. Whether you are a beginning artist or looking to advance your craft, Capitol has something for everyone. Included in the department are studio art classes, orchestra, dance, band, theater, and vocal music. Being involved in one of these programs gives you the opportunity to express yourself, perform, and have a really fun time. Capitol has a Gay Straight Alliance Club. This is a student-run organization that unites LGBTQ+ and allied youth to build community and organize around issues impacting them in their schools and communities. GSAs have evolved beyond their traditional role to serve as spaces for LGBTQ+ youth in middle schools and high schools, and have emerged as vehicles for deep social change related to racial, gender, and educational justice. Next, the U.S. Army's Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps is designed to teach high school students the value of citizenship, leadership, service to the community, personal responsibility, and a sense of accomplishment, while instilling in them self-esteem, teamwork, and self-discipline. Its focus is reflected in its mission statement, to motivate young people to be better citizens. On top of these groups, Capitol has a student council which oversees projects and activities involving the student body. Student Council gives students the opportunity to lead, serve, speak for the school, and engage in the community. The National Honor Society elevates a school's commitment to the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character. They focus on student achievement and community engagement. When you become a junior or a senior, consider applying to join Capital's chapter. If you're interested in joining any of these groups, I encourage you to check them out. And now, I will pass it on to Student Council member Mira Hartman, where she will talk about the bell schedule for next year.
Thank you, Christian. Hi, I'm Mira. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the bell schedule, including our 3-week transition into a more normal schedule here at Capital. As of August 31st, the first week of school will begin September 8th. 11th graders will be doing in-person learning on Tuesday. On Wednesday, it'll be 10th grade, Thursday, 9th and 12th, and Friday is a day when e-learners are encouraged to come in and meet their teachers. Beginning the second week of school, we will implement a block schedule consisting of A days and B days. Each day will consist of 4 classes. On Monday and Tuesday, students with last names A through L will report to learn face-to-face. Students with last names M through Z will be doing e-learning from home. On Wednesday, no students are reporting to Capital. It will be entirely e-learning. On Thursday and Friday, students with last names M through Z will be reporting face-to-face, and students with last names A through L will be doing e-learning from home. The same is true for the third week of school. The schedule for the weeks following the 3-week transition period will be provided by administrators. Now I'll be handing you off to Nola, who will be taking you on a brief tour of the school.
Hi, I'm Nola, and today I'll be taking you on a short virtual tour of Capital High School. Capital has 2 buildings where classes are held. The first one I'll show you is the A building, which has the main office. As a safety measure, we use keypads with a special code to get into the building. These door codes are given out each week. Moving inside, you'll see the main office. This is where the administration and nurses' offices are located. Down the hallway is the attendance office. If you arrive late or leave early, you will check in here first. When you're eligible, you can also get a school enrollment form for the DMV driving test here. At the end of the hallway is the large group instruction room, or LGI. This room is often used for scholastic presentations, competitions, award ceremonies, and other classroom activities. Right around the corner is the counselor's wing. The counselors at Capital are divided amongst the letters of the alphabet. You can check the beginning of this video to find yours. If you need any help with your schedule, test preparation, scholarship and post-high school choices, or social and emotional well-being, contact your counselor. There are 3 main legs to the rest of this floor: the math hallway, the business hallway, and the science hallway. If you have any of these classes, they'll most likely be in one of these hallways. Also located on the first floor is the media center. This is the school's library, study area, and it houses 2 computer labs. Upstairs in the A building includes the foreign language hallway and the humanities hallway. As in the name, you'll take your foreign language classes in the foreign language hallway. When you get into 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, you'll take English and history classes in the humanities hallway. That's about it for this building. Let's go over to the Commons. The Commons is located in the B building, across from the A building. To differentiate between buildings, the room numbers over here are in the 300s and 400s. The Commons is where you usually eat lunch, wait before school starts, and travel in between classes. When you get here, you'll also notice that we now have hand sanitizer stations installed throughout the school, in the hallways and in classrooms. Next to the Commons is the gym. The gym is where pep assemblies, sports games, and of course PE classes are located. Going back through the Commons, you'll find the bathrooms and the entrance to the theater. Down the hallway and to the right is the Performing Arts hallway. Any class like show choir, orchestra, band, theater, or dance can be found here. Continuing down the main hallway, you'll find the art gallery. Any current art pieces can be found on display here. Past the art gallery marks the end of the room numbers in the 300s. When you see the silhouette of the kid with binoculars and a mural of the Great Pyramid, you know you're in Egypt. We call this section of the school Egypt because it's so far away from everything else in the building. It's like its own little community. Because of this, the room numbers are now in the 400s. As a freshman, you'll spend a lot of your time in Egypt because a lot of the 9th grade classes are located here. Thank you for joining me today on this virtual tour. I hope this video gave you an idea about the next 4 years. If you have any further questions, please visit the Google form in the description of this video. We hope to see you soon.